Okay, everybody, I forgot to read the description of today's episode because I clicked next episode before I was thinking, but we are on part 3 of day 2, Love Island season 3, and I've still got my hair like Mikey's because I said I was gonna do it. I just realized that my microphone was way above my head, so I don't know if you could hear anything I just said. Oops. Welcome back to the island of love, most commonly referred to as Love Island. That would have been more effective if I had done a drum roll. I'm sure they'll edit one in for the replay. Previously, our islanders got to know each other better during some romantic dates. Yeah, it was really romantic. Thanks, Eladine. But after 3 dates with nothing but champagne, everyone's a little peckish. And probably a bit tipsy. Never fear, the boys are ready to cook up a storm. Perfection takes time, you know. Looking tasty, Camillo. Oh. And the food's good, too. You and the other girls are getting ready for dinner. I wonder what they're cooking for us. I'm hoping for something simple like bangers and mash. What is that? Bangers and mash? Bangers and mash. I'm assuming mash is probably like mashed potatoes. But what's bangers? Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind something posher. But I'm not sure I can trust those boys in the kitchen, you know? True. Bill told me that there's only 3 seasonings you ever need to use. Salt, pepper, and curry powder. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of curry. I couldn't believe it, me neither. Seb thinks you can cook everything in a saucepan, even when he wants to fry something. Great, now I'm actually scared. How do you think the boys' cooking is going to be, Josabrean? Just what I need. A recipe for disaster. The girls roll their eyes, except for Mikey and Iona, who burst into laughter. I thought they were judging me. I love puns. People say they're not funny, but like, why am I laughing? Because you both have a terrible sense of humor. Rude. Mikey pauses for a moment. I don't think that's it. It's definitely that, mate. Genevieve grins. To be fair, I bet not all of you can cook either. True, I once burned a poached egg. You want to explain that one? That's pretty normal, babe. What? Burning it? I can understand overcooking it, but it's in water. How do you burn it? No, I mean burned it. Like charred to a... See? How? Explain. How'd you manage that? I have no idea. AJ burned a poached egg to a crisp somehow. That seems kinda impossible. You'd think that, but it totally happened. Maybe she left it on the boil so long that all of the water evaporated and the egg fell to the bottom of the pan and it burned. Solved it. The local paper ran a story about it and everything. She left it on the pan. Was it a slow news day? You have no idea how bad it was. What? AJ, hun, we're gonna have to come back to this at some other point. The smell of food wafts up to the dressing room and you feel your stomach rumble. I hope that means dinner is ready. Whatever it is. Oh, my stomach's growling too. That smells incredible. I'm suddenly super hungry. Come on then, let's go see what they made. Josabrean isn't even dressed yet though. Mikey grins at you and rolls her eyes. Babe, come on. Time to make myself fabulous. And just like the other one, it's only the 2 options. I had already picked the blue. Oh no, there's more. Okay. I can get this 2-piece. I think I am gonna go ahead and wear this. I like to buy everything on this game just to have it. I gave this dress such a hard time on the first episode, whenever we first got to dress up. I gave this dress such a hard time. I don't know why I hated it so much when I first saw it, but like now it's growing on me and I actually want it. Like, imagine the dress in emerald green. Oh, want. Anyway, let's wear this. Whoa, who's that gorgeous woman staring at me? Okay, who talks to themselves like that? Maybe it's helpful. Oh, it's my reflection. You wink at yourself. That's too far. I'd never pull off that look so well, Josabrean. You making fun of me? Thanks, babe. What are we waiting for? Let's get down there. I'm not a fan of the necklace. It's got a huge lock on it. So, anyway, you enter the kitchen. The walls are splattered with strings of spaghetti, the odd mushroom, and various sauces. The sink is overflowing with dirty dishes and discarded cooking utensils. Pans clatter, cutlery falls to the floor, and over the din of the boys' voices... What? Over the din, the boys' voices cut through with the odd curse. Oh god. The only boy who seems calm and quiet is Camillo. Hey boys. Hey girls. Ah, Harry, you knocked my mushroom on the floor. Why was it so close to the edge? Bill sighs as he rinses off the mushroom. It was the centerpiece of the dish. A mushroom was the centerpiece? When the dish is called mushroom surprise, of course it's at the center. Wouldn't it be hidden? You know, it being a surprise and all. That's the surprise. I'm confused. In a dish called mushroom surprise, the mushroom should be in another dish entirely, hidden in the middle. Or, you know those things where they put like a turducken, they put the duck inside a turkey? What if you put mushrooms inside of other mushrooms? Mushroom surprise. Okay, Josabrean gets where I'm coming from. But it's hardly a surprise if mushroom is in the title. Iona stumbles slightly as her shoe gets caught on the floor. Ew. The floor is stickier than my local pub on a bank holiday weekend. You look around. This kitchen is a disaster and the boys seem to be struggling. What should I say? Who's cleaning this mess? Do you need a hand? The food smells amazing. Do you need a hand, or who's cleaning this mess? I'm trying to think. If I were in there and I wanted to be flirty, I would probably offer to help. Does it look like we do? Oh no. Yes. Kinda, yeah. The girls all nod in agreement. It's a kind offer, but we got this. He steps back to his counter. There's a squelching sound. What the? Did you just step on my tomato? Why was it on the floor? It's round. It rolled off the counter. Bill's standing over a tower of grated cheese. He's still grating. Bill's grating loads of cheese. It's a good thing I love cheese. That's a lot of cheese. Can I have some pasta with my cheese? That's exactly what I was thinking. Cheese is the best part of any pasta dish. You see Seb standing over a small bag of onions. He pokes at them tentatively, as if they might bite him. I'm out of my element, man. Did you check the pasta before draining it, Harry? Harry pulls the colander out of the sink. Steam rises off of it. What? Nah, it's been long enough. Are you sure? It looks a bit stiff. It's good, love, see? He takes a piece of rigid pasta out of the colander and crunches down on it. His face twists as he spits it out into the bin. He fills up a new pan with fresh water. Don't forget the salt. Alright, speaking of salt, there's enough flying around from you girls. Oh. Go on, take your baths elsewhere and let us get on with the grub. But I'm fascinated by your process. Or lack of. Out! You all walk away giggling. So, the food looked interesting. How are the boys in the kitchen? How did they make such a mess? Right? I'm the sort of person that has to clean as they cook. I try sometimes, you know. Can't stand a messy kitchen. I'll be honest, it was kind of hot to see them all sweating in there. Ew. True, despite the disaster, they seem to actually be taking it seriously. Okay, I get why people like to see dudes sweat, but like they're cooking your food. So, I don't know about you, but I don't want dirty man sweat in my food. Anyway. But they were just really bad at it. So who caught your eye, Mikey? Maybe Nikki? He seemed so in control. Can't argue with that. I thought Seb was adorable. He looked so lost and out of place. Why was he poking the onions? The others shrugged. Seeing as we're talking about the guys, how's everyone feeling about their couples? There's a pause, then Mikey sighs. Bill's a bit odd, to be honest. He keeps telling me these strange theories he has. You and the rest of us. Mikey thinks Bill is a bit odd. I actually don't mind his bants. How does a guy have so many opinions? I don't have an opinion on him. The others laugh. I wonder how he'd feel about that. I'm sure he'd have plenty of thoughts about it. Lol. Iona smirks. Camilo's obviously a bit of alright, but we haven't talked much. Iona says she's attracted to Camilo. How do I feel about him? Was his face sculpted or something? Am I the only one that thinks he's average? The things I'd do to him. He seems sweet, but isn't my type. Was his face sculpted or something? Is that like a compliment? It's like unnaturally perfect. Some people are just so lucky. Yourself included, you're all kinds of fit. Ooh, thank you. You and Camilo would have such gorgeous babies. Genevieve laughs. I picked Harry because he's honestly one of the cutest boys here, but he's a bit immature. How do I feel about Harry? He's got a lot of confidence, and I mean that in a negative way because he's kind of a butt. I think he's a bit of a try-hard. I want to nibble on those ears. He seemed nice, but I'm not interested. That's fine. Just means more cutie for us. That's if Genevieve will share him. Oh. Hey, I've already said I'm not 100% sold either. Just then, Camilo's voice breaks through your chat. Grubs up, ladies? Great, I'm starving. Same, I just hope they'd made something edible. The 6 of you make your way over to the dining table. Alright. The boys' feast is set out in front of you. You look around, one of the boys is missing. Where's Camilo? He's just finishing up in the kitchen. Seems to think he's some kind of master chef or something. Maybe he is. To be fair, his food looked immense. And ours doesn't. Settle down, lads. Let the girls decide that, yeah? Let's see what's on offer. A bowl of something, a plate of mushy pasta, a questionable fruit salad. What is the something? The thick sludge is the same shade of brown you get after mixing a bunch of paints together. Ew. Smells earthy, almost like a garden center. Well, this is interesting. What is it? It's soup. How did you make it? Okay, I'm going to be the first to admit that I don't know how to make soup. So I guesstimated. Oh god. I gathered a bunch of veg that was lying around, blended them with water and herbs, and then heated it up. Oh. Which herbs? I mean, you can kind of make some, like a sauce that way, but which herbs? The green ones. This is amazing. Thanks. It's like we're seeing how Nikki's mind works. Huh? Let's see what's on offer. Okay, we already, wait. Let's talk about the mushy pasta. At least you think it's pasta. There's so much grated cheese covering it, it's hard to tell where the cheese ends and the pasta begins. This looks great. It does? Yeah, I love cheesy pasta. It was meant to be spagbowl, but someone kept stepping on my ingredients. He glares at Harry. Mate, I'll ask again, why was the mince on the floor? You see AJ go take a spoonful of the spaghetti, but it gets lodged in the starchy mass. Oh. Harry, how long did you leave the pasta to simmer? Well, after realizing it wasn't done, I left it on for another 20 minutes. You know, Blitz, what did it say? I missed it to be safe. Let's see what else is on offer. Let's see the fruit salad. The bowl is filled with watermelon slices, each one cut into different shapes and sizes. How's this a fruit salad? It's just watermelon. Look closer. You peer closer at the collection of red, green, and black and spot them. Are those tomatoes? Bingo! Why? Because cutting up that bloody watermelon took so long, we only had time to chuck in a handful of other fruits. The tomatoes were just sat there. And you know, they're all fruits and all. Don't think I'd have made that connection. Why not? Both are red. I have this theory. Here we go. That if you combine food of the same color, it can't taste bad. So like with a salad, if you only use green veg, it works. Just try and show me otherwise. Iona points to the bowl of fruit. Like right there? Where's yours, Seb? He points to the chopping board with a single onion lying on it. Oh, at least you tried. No, I didn't. Come on, girls, dig in. All of the girls go quiet. The only noise any of them make is AJ's stomach as it rumbles. Oh boy, what should I start with? Okay. I could go safe with the fruit, or I could try the soup, because honestly, if it's just blended vegetables, I do that all the time, but without heating it up in the herbs. Let's do the fruit. I don't want to mess up. Ugh. Going with what you think is the safest option, you pick up a slice of watermelon. Half of a tomato slides off its surface. Maybe not. I don't get it. What smelled so good? What do you mean? She gestures at the food. Just then, you all turn to see Camillo holding a tray. Sorry for the wait. Perfection takes time, you know. He sets the tray down. You see everyone's eyes go wide at the sight of what looks like pastries. You made Cornish pasties? Pasties? They're empanadas, actually. Like a pasty, but filled with a very different spice mix. They look amazing. Thanks, my family recipe. I've made 3 types, meat, veggie with cheese, and vegan. Hand one over, quick. Help yourselves. I'll take a meat one. What, they're just gonna decide that for me? Your mouth waters uncontrollably. What if I wanted the cheese one? Veggie and cheese. Why would they decide that for me? Anyway, I'm getting aggressive. Your mouth waters uncontrollably. The meat is tender and packed with flavor. They're incredible. This is better than sex. Hell, this is sex. Like in my mouth. You realize how that sounds? I know exactly how that sounds. Put your tongue away, woman. Oh, come off it. No way are they that good. The other boys grumble. Bill puts a spoonful of pasta into his mouth. He chews it slowly, then puts the spoon back. What's this? A speechless Bill? I think the pasta's glued his mouth shut. Bill swallows hard, wincing slightly, and then grabs an empanada and tentatively tastes it. His eyes go wide, and he hungrily takes another few quick bites. They're all right, I suppose. You continue to tuck in. Camillo's food is amazing. Don't feel bad, boys, you tried. Can Camillo cook every night? I love a man that can cook. Can Camillo cook every night? Yes! She turns to him, a pleading look on her face. Please? If I'd known they'd be this popular, I'd have made more. I'll make arepas next time. Ooh. Oh, I almost forgot. He quickly heads back into the kitchen. You hear him rummage around for a moment before emerging carrying a tray filled with cake and brightly colored ice cream. What? He got ice cream? What? Whoa, where'd you make that? I didn't. They were in the freezer. I guess they were put there as a treat for us. The freezer, of course. I should have looked in there from the start. What kind of cake is it? Let's find out. He slices into the cake, producing a neat, multicolored slice. It's a rainbow cake. What's the rainbow taste like? Happiness. Alright, I'm just going to set this down over here. Everyone has to eat their hot food first. Aww. That means eating Camillo's food. Oh. You all dig in. Man, the grub's so good. It reminds me of a date I had at this Brazilian barbecue place. They just kept piling meat on our plates. At one point, I couldn't see my date's face through the meat tower. Sounds class. It was at first, but I didn't really think it through. By the end of the meal, we could hardly move. Kinda goes without saying, neither of us felt exactly sexy after eating that much. That's not that bad of a date. Go on, Seb, what's a bad date? Seb grunts, then laughs. So, I once dated this girl, Ashley or something. I can't remember her name, which is fitting, seeing as she never remembered mine. Ouch, what do you mean? The entire time we were seeing each other, she kept calling me Mark. It got to the point where it got past the point where I could correct her. So what'd you do, man? The only thing I could do. I dumped her. It was either face the discomfort of dumping her or telling her that my name was actually Seb after 3 months of dating. What happened to correcting her in the beginning? Like how did that happen? I know which one I preferred. Seb dumped a girl because she kept calling him Mark. Wait, your name isn't Mark? No. Whoa, good thing you cleared that up. I just thought Seb was a nickname. Like, short for Mark, you know what? I hope they know that this is joking. Haha, very funny, knock it off. Wow, he seems legitimately angry about this. It's a joke. Sure thing. Mark? Yeah. Seb grumbles, but he can't help but grin at you and Nikki. There you go. Loosen up a little bit. Want to hear something even more awkward than that? Always. This one time, I was meant to meet this girl at a posh restaurant in the middle of town. I dressed up all fancy and everything for this date, but she stood me up. What? Her loss. Wait, it gets better. So, as I was all ready for a night out, I thought, sod it, and went in with a few of my girlies. I met a guy there and ended up going back to his flat. Turns out he lived with his sister, who was the girl that stood me up. Oh, no. AJ's the player. What did you do, hun? To say it was a mood killer is an understatement. That's funny. But we actually laughed it off and watched some cheesy horror films. That's so sweet. AJ got off with the brother of a girl who stood her up. Why'd she stand you up? I admire that so much. She seems so chill about it. I don't think it helps any... Oh, I didn't mean like I would have got angry. I don't think it helps anyone to get angry over these things. It's not like we knew each other that well. It was just an inconvenience with a happy ending. Alright, I want to hear one of Josabrean's stories. She must have a few. I wonder what options they're going to give me because I really don't have a lot of stories. I have been dating, or now I'm married to him, but I had been dating the same dude since I was 16. Wow, thanks. Okay, do I have an embarrassing dating story? I once went home with someone else, took a girl to a circus, I got a guy back for cheating. I once went home with someone else. I took a girl to a circus. I don't know. That sounds fun. Should have been, but the clowns were really scary. Everyone shudders. Clowns, man. I don't get them. Like, why do they exist? For everyone's amusement. And nightmares. But I thought it was going well until the ringmaster asked for a volunteer and my date went up. They made her disappear. And that was that. Huh? Yeah, I didn't see her after that. I guess she bailed. You all continue chatting while you eat Camillo's amazing food. Eventually, Harry gets up to clear the table. I thought you moaned about cleaning earlier. Yeah, well, I had a nice night and I don't want to ruin it. He picks up the plate of spaghetti and goes to move past you. As he does, the chunk of it slides off, landing on your head. Ugh, the spaghetti just fell on me. Ew, get it off. There's a well of sauce in the middle of the spaghetti. The red liquid seeps down onto you. Why? Alright. The sauce surprise. Mate. Hey, don't look at me like that. You'd have all found it earlier if you'd actually eaten it. Can we get back to the fact that I'm covered in cold sauce and spaghetti? No one seems to be that bothered about this. Start a food fight? That's a weird thing to pay for, but we're gonna do it. Maybe I should show them that I mean business. Who's gonna clean that up though? You grab a handful of the pasta out of your hair. Who should I throw this at? Oh god, what if they don't like it though? I'm gonna throw it at Genevieve because she's supposed to be my friend. Oh, is she not on there? Why? I kind of want to throw it at Nikki because he seems like he'll be fun. So you turn to Nikki and grin. Mate, why are you staring at me like that? You launch the food from your hand. It makes a satisfying plopping sound as it lands on Nikki's head. Ugh. Everyone else goes quiet. Nikki pulls a string of spaghetti from his head, then turns to face you. Oh, it's so on, Josabrean. He picks up a gloopy handful of cake and ice cream and hurls it at you. You manage to duck just in time. The gooey mess splatters across Seb's face instead. Whoa, friendly fire, friendly fire. He picks up an empanada, takes a bite, puts it back down, then throws some of Bill's pasta back at Nikki. Bill, why is your pasta so thick? It's like a brick. Before you know it, food is flying all over the place. Iona chucks a chunk of watermelon at Harry, who deflects it with his plate. He then grabs a bottle of mustard and squeezes it hard, letting loose a torrent of the hot yellow liquid. Why is it hot? Why is the mustard hot? Is that another thing I'm unaware of? What can I say? I've got cracking aim. Oh? Why did it look like I said that? He points behind you. You turn just in time to see the pasta leave Genevieve's hand before it hits you in the chest. Ha ha! That's it. I'm going to get... Let's go for Camillo now. Oi! Camillo! Huh? You grab a handful of the pasta and launch it at Camillo. It sticks pleasingly to his face. Ah! The sauce surprise is everywhere! Okay, in hindsight, that was not a good idea. What did I do to you? Bill swivels around with fistfuls of food. Prepare to get wrecked. Nikki, Harry, and Camillo turn to face him, all bearing their food in their hands. Oh, whoa, wait a minute, lads. They let loose. Pasta, watermelon cake, ice cream, and some mysterious foods fly through the air. Bill is covered in them. Ah, I'm done, you got me. As the last chunk of watermelon lands and on an outdoor light, everyone stops and looks down at the mess on the floor, the table, and themselves. Well, that got intense. I think I have cheese in my ear. Damn, that would have been a perfect setup for some kind of cheesy one-liner joke. Too bad I never say cheesy one-liners. Give it time. Camilla looks at you. Wow, Josabrean, you're covered in gunk. Yeah, I need to clean up. Want me to come with you? Oh, shit. Do I want to get some alone time with Camillo? That'd be great, thanks. Let's go then. You and Camillo step into the bathroom. Bits of pasta drip onto the floor. That's disgusting. There are showers outside in the villa. I know because I watched it. Some of them. Ugh, it's so cold and slimy. Don't worry, we'll get it off. I mean, get it off. We'll get off. You start to wipe away some of the sauce on your leg. Camillo pulls strands of spaghetti off your back. The tips of his fingers brush against your neck and shoulders. That food fight got messy. You were smart to get in the shower first. The wait is going to be long for everyone else. What should I say to Camillo? How are you and Iona getting on? You have a really gentle touch. Enjoying the view? Enjoying the view back there? Enjoying the view back there? I'd be lying if I said no. I guess this spark between us is real. You should have seen the smile on my face. You turn so you're facing him. Hey, Josabrean, tell me about your family. What's my family like? Rowdy, quiet, just kind of normal, really. You know, your typical family. He chuckles. I used to wonder what it'd be like growing up in one of them. There's always something going on in my family, something loud. People think we're arguing even when we're agreeing. Camillo grew up in a loud family. You must have brothers, you must have sisters. Tell me more about your family. I want to hear all about them. Well, there's my mom and my dad and my two sisters, Gabriella and Alejandra, and my brother, and literally about 50 cousins, no bands. What's your brother's name? Tom. He shrugs. I think my parents wanted to mix it up a bit by the time they had him. Are you the oldest? Yeah, Gabriella and Alejandra are 22 and 21. Then Tom's 19. Tom's 19. He smiles with such a genuine warmth that for a moment you can almost feel it on your skin. We're family, but we're mates too. You feel me? That's so nice. Yeah, we're tight. He looks down. A lot of people around my end aren't so lucky, divorce and that. Camilla looks a bit sad. Give him a hug, try to distract him. Are we close enough for a hug? We've been on a date, so give him a hug. Hey. You shuffle over to him and put your arm around his broad shoulders. His back is hard and muscular. He immediately brightens up and hugs you back. His warm, strong arms wrap around you. He smells like coffee, cherry, and cinnamon. Not a fan. Coffee, cherries, and cinnamon. I'm trying to imagine that together. Coffee. I like the coffee. Cinnamon I could deal with the coffee. What do cherries smell like? Whatever. I thought he smelled like coconut. At least they said he did in the first one because of the sun cream. Anyway. Oh my god, I just said sun cream. I've been playing this game too long. Sunscreen. He whispers in your ear. You're well fit. He's so hot. Give him a peck on the cheek. Give him a proper kiss. Should we go for it? We should go for it. Proper kiss. Let's do it. You press your lips against his. You sink into the warmth of his arms, and he kisses you back like it's all he's ever wanted. That went fast. Well, whatever. Wow, you've done that before. Do people say things like that in real life? I haven't kissed a lot of people, so I don't know. It was all practice for you, mamacita. Jesus. Cheesy, but I'll allow it. I'll up my game for next time. Ooh. I'll look forward to it. Alright, I should get showered. I'd offer to join you, but there wouldn't be much cleaning happening. You're right. I'll leave you to it. That hot shower is going to feel so good. You run the water until it steams, then jump in. As you remove the remnants of pasta and watermelon, your thoughts drift to your time in the villa so far. It's only been 2 days, but my highlight so far has been... well... maybe that conversation for her, but they don't have that as an option, so I'm going to say becoming friends with Genevieve. We just get each other. And we're only at the start of it all. I can't wait to see what else is in store. You turn the shower off and towel yourself dry. But first, I should get changed. New jammies. Do you think there's more? Okay, I had these yesterday. And then there's this. That's the free one. I guess I should get the other option. What? I like this. This is cute, but they're not going to compliment me. So we're going to go with this. Oh, I'm sleeping alone again. I'm wasting these. Oh yeah, I'm feeling sexy tonight. Who says this? You've got to warn a person when you're looking stunning, Josabrean. Everyone else has already showered? I thought I was holding up the line. You're cute, Iona. Not as cute as you in that getup. You sprawl out on a large empty bed and take a final look around the room. Camillo catches your gaze and winks in response. A sly smile spreads across his face. I can't believe I've got one of the fittest guys here interested in me. Mate, my ear is well itchy. Oh, he got cheese in his ear. Bill stands there scratching at it. What the? He pulls a watermelon seed out of it. Ew, gross. How did I not notice that before? Everyone laughs as Bill flicks it away and settles onto bed. I'd better get some sleep. Got another full day of grafting tomorrow. Didn't their mums ever tell our islanders not to play with their food? Judging by the state of the kitchen, clearly not. Coming up, AJ and Genevieve do a thing. I'm not sure about this. Scared? No, I just don't want to hurt you. What are they gonna do? Maybe next time we chat, it'll be a different kind of saucy. Stay tuned. Alright, we finished day 2 of Love Island Season 3, and hope you're enjoying it so far. Do you think that a new guy is going to come in and we should change our... Well, I mean, I guess we'll have to see. I might end up changing my mind, because I'm always finicky the first time I play through. I gotta, like, get to know all the guys first, and then I'll pick someone. Except for last season. Last season, I picked Bobby, stuck with Bobby the whole time. Loved Bobby. I was one of those people that everyone was complaining about. They love Bobby so much. I am doing another playthrough where I'm kind of really flirting with everyone. And I think I'm going to end up with Gary, which is weird because Gary. But anyway, yeah. So hopefully... I want new guys to come in. I think I'm already kind of bored with these guys. I like Camillo, and I would have picked him first, but I just had a feeling that they were gonna take our first pick away from us. So yeah, I think I'm gonna, if no good new guys come in, I'm probably gonna end up trying my best to stick with Camillo the whole time. But anyway, hope you guys are enjoying this so far, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.